fast am I. Good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. Well, on the day that this show goes out, hopefully we'll be arriving in Marrakesh for 4 nights on the coast at a place called Essaouira, then 3 nights in Marrakesh itself. So what else could I start the show with but this song?
Looking at the world through the sunset in your eyes, traveling the train through clear Moroccan skies. Ducks and pigs and chickens call, animal carpet wall to wall, American ladies 5 foot tall and blue, sweeping cobwebs from the edges of my mind. Had to get away to seek what we could find. Hope the days that lie ahead bring us back to where they've led. Listen not to what's been said to you. Would you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express? Would you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express? They're taking me to Marrakesh, all on board the train, all on board the train. I've been saving all my money just to take you there. I smell the garden in your hair. Take the train to Casablanca going south. Blowing smoke rings from the corners of my mouth. Gold cockles hang in the air, charming cobras in the square. Striped leathers we can wear at home. Well, let me hear you now. Would you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express? Would you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express? They're taking me to Marrakesh. Would you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express? Would you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express? They're taking me to Marrakesh, all on board the train, all on board the train, all on board.
Crosby, Stills, Nash, of course, from their self-titled album of 1969. A very fine year for music indeed, even though I was only 7 at the time. Let's get back to the folk music. A few weeks ago, I was mentioning Anais Mitchell and Jefferson Hamer's album Child Ballads, which I reckon is one of the best folk albums in recent years, although it's actually 2013, so it's not all that recent, is it? Anyway, from that album, this is their version of Riddles Wisely Expounded.
There were 3 sisters in the north, lay the bent to the bonny broom, and they lived in their mother's house, and you'll beguile a lady soon. There came a man one evening late, lay the bent to the bonny broom. He came knocking at the gate, and you'll beguile a lady soon. The eldest sister let him in, lay the bent to the bonny broom, and lock the door with a silver pin, and you'll beguile a lady soon. The second sister made his bed, lay the bent to the bonny broom, and laid soft pillows 'neath his head, and you'll beguile a lady soon. The youngest sister, fair and bright, lay the bent to the bonny broom. She lay beside him all through the night, and you'll beguile a lady soon. bonny broom. She said, young man, will you marry me? And you'll beguile a lady soon. He said, yes, I'll marry thee. Lay the bend to the bonny broom, if you can answer this for me, and you'll beguile a lady soon. What is greener than the grass? Lay the bend to the bonny broom. And what is smoother than a glass? And you'll beguile a lady soon. What is louder than a horn? Lay the bend to the bonny broom. And what is sharper than a thorn? And you'll beguile a lady soon. What is deeper than the sea? Lay the bend to the bonny broom. And what is longer than the way? And you'll beguile a lady soon.
Envy's greener than the grass.
Lay the bend to the bonny broom.
Flattery's smoother than the glass.
And you'll beguile a lady soon.
Rumor's louder than a horn.
Lay the bend to the bonny broom.
Slander's sharper than the thorn.
And you'll beguile a lady soon.
Regret is deeper than the sea.
Lay the bend to the bonny broom.
But love is longer than the way.
The eldest sister rang the bell. Lay the bend to the bonny broom. She rang it from the highest hill. And you'll beguile a lady soon. The second sister made the gown. Lay the bend to the bonny broom. She sewed it of the silk so fine. And you'll beguile a lady soon. The youngest sister, true and wise, lay the bend to the bonny broom. They made of her a lovely bride. And you'll beguile a lady soon. And now, fair maids, I bid adieu. Lay the bend to the bonny broom. These parting words I'll leave with you. And you'll beguile a lady soon. May you always constant prove. Lay the bend to the bonny broom. Unto the one that you do love.
Well, that's a lovely version of Riddles Wisely Expounded, which is actually Child Ballad number 1. The Child Ballads are 305 traditional ballads from England and Scotland and their American variants, anthologised by Francis James Child during the second half of the 19th century. And that particular one is a classic version of a riddle song. Those in the Impossible Task songs, such as Scarborough Fair, make up quite a number of these early ballads. Right, next, time for some tunes. There's a new album out by Fluke called Sanju, S-A-N-J-U. They're an Anglo-Irish band featuring Brian Finnegan, Sarah Allen, Ed Boyd and John Joe Kelly. And this track is called Jig for Sham, The Dawn Wall, Johnny D.S. and Time Waver. Well, that was Fluke from their new album Sanju. Here's a song from an album just released by Liz Overs. The album Nightjar was made alongside the Sussex Coast with Neil McCall, Ben Nichols and David Tomlins. And this is her version of the traditional song Cruel Sister.
There lived a lady by the North Sea shore. 2 daughters were the babe she bore. As one grew warmer than the sun, cold as clay grew the elder one. Oh, sister, will you go with me to watch the ships sail on the sea? She took her sister by the hand, led her down to the North Sea strand. And as they stood on the windy shore, lay the band to the bonny blue, the cocoa through her sister o'er. Sometimes she sang, sometimes she slept. Lay the band to the bonny blue, crying, sister, reach to me your hand. Oh, sister, sister, let me live, and all that's mine I'll surely give. Your own true love I'll have and more, but thou shalt never come ashore. And there she floated like a swan, laying bent to the bonny blue. The salt sea bore her body on.
You may recognise that song, Cruel Sister, as a version of The Two Sisters. It's a song that has one of the longest entries in the excellent Mainly Norfolk website in terms of the different versions of that song in the tradition. And in fact, next week I'm going to play you Wood Wilson Carthy's version of the song from 1998. And perhaps we should get Josh Quay into the show sometime to play his excellent version that he's been singing at sessions recently. Next, a track from a debut album by a band called Turn, as in the bird. The album's called Flyway and celebrates the cultural interchange between Scotland and Scandinavia. including traditional tunes and modern compositions. This track is called Smack Polskan. Here's a version of The Weaver's Daughter by Fay Heald and the Hurricane Party from an album called Orfeo.
As I walked out one morning fair to view the fields so early, a pretty lass came tripping by, as light as any fairy. I said, fair maid, what brings you here? And by the hand I caught her. I asked her name, she blushed for shame. I'm the poor old weaver's daughter, the poor old weaver's daughter. wish this maiden all the joy. I love long life and bring her. I'll never forget the day we met by fields of shining water, and where ashes born my heart belongs to the poor old weaver's daughter. The poor old weaver's daughter. The poor old weaver's daughter.
I was sitting around noodling on my guitar the other day trying to remember how to play Alden River, Paul Kringle's lovely tune. So I'll play Paul's version now, and that might help me. Alden River by Paul Kringle, what has now become a classic Manx tune, played by Paul in what was his characteristically precise and beautiful way. There's been a surge of great new albums recently. Last week I played you a track from Turnstone by Gig Spanner Big Band. Another fantastic album is Her by Design, the new one by Jen Butterworth. From that, this is Housewife's Lament.
One day I was walking, I heard a complaint, and I saw a poor woman, the picture of gloom. She gazed at the mud on her doorstep. 'Twas raining and this was the song as she wielded her broom. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and the riches will flee. Wages will dwindle, prices will double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. There's too much of worriment goes to a bonnet. There's too much of ironing goes into a shirt. There's nothing that pays for the time you waste on it. There's nothing that lasts us but trouble and dirt. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and the riches will flee. Wages will dwindle, prices will double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. In March it is mud, it's slush in December, then it's summer breezes are loaded with dust. In fall the leaves litter, in muddy September the wallpaper rots and the candlesticks rust. There are worms on the cherries and slugs on the roses, and ants in the sugar and mice in the pies. The rubbish of spiders no mortal supposes, and ravaging roaches, damaging flies. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and the riches will flee. Wages will dwindle, prices will double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. Sweeping at 6, and that's dusting at 7. It's victuals at 8, and it's dishes at 9. It's potting and banning from 10 to 11. We scarce break our fast till we plan how to dine. With grease and with grime from corner to centre, forever poor and forever alert. No rest for a day lest the enemy enter. I spend my whole life in the struggle with dirt. Last night in my dreams I was stationed forever on a far distant rock in the midst of the sea. My one task of life was a ceaseless endeavor to brush off the waves as they swept over me. Alas, was no dream ahead, I behold it. I see I am helpless, my fate to avert. She laid down her broom, her apron she folded. She lay down and died and was buried in dirt.
Here's an instrumental from an album called With the Shins by Jamie Dixon. It's called Away Aloft. Fiddle on that track is our good friend Aaron Catlow, who of course we've seen at the Institute a couple of times with Brooks Williams and also with Kit Hawes. Next, a bit of Americana from Cahalan Morrison and Eli West, Red Prairie Dawn. do like a good bit of mandolin, and it was certainly that from Cahalan Morrison and Eli West. Now, we had Child Ballad number 1 before. Next, we're going on to Child Ballad number 93, Long Lankin, also known as Lambkin, and there's been much speculation as to the meaning and derivation of the Mason's name in this bloody ballad. Some would have it that Lambkin was a mild man until his rage was inflamed by the refusal of the Lord to pay the construction fee. Or was it the Flemish form of Lambert, as Flemish masons were employed in the construction of many medieval British buildings? Anyway, here is a version from another great new album, Hinterland, by Lisa Knapp and Jerry Diver.
Said the Lord to his lady as he mounted his horse, beware of Long Lankin who lives in the moss. Said the Lord to his lady as he rode away, oh, beware of Long Lankin that lives in the hay. Let the doors be all bolted, the windows all pinned, and leave not a hole for a mouse to creep in. So he kissed his fair lady and he rode away, and he was in fair London town before the break of day. The doors were all bolted and the windows all pinned, except one little window where Lankin crept in. Where's the Lord of this house? Cried Long Lankin. He's away in fair London, says the false nurse to him. Where's the little heir of this house? Cries Long Lankin. He's asleep in his cradle, cries the false nurse to him. We'll break him all over with a pin, and that'll make my lady come down to him. So he pricked him all over with a pin, and the nurse held the basin for the blood to flow in. Oh nurse, how you slumber, oh nurse, how you sleep. You leave my little son Johnson to cry and to weep. I've tried him with apples, I've tried him with pears. Come down, my fair lady, and rock him in your chair. I've tried him with milk, I've tried him with pap. Come down, my dear lady, and rock him in your lap. How can I come down so late at night? Where's no fire burning, no candle to give light. You have 3 silver mantles as bright as the sun. Come down, my fair lady, you're by the light of one. My lady came down the stairs thinking no harm. Long Lankin stood ready to catch her in its arms. There's blood in the kitchen, there's blood in the wall. There's blood in the parlor where my lady did fall. The maiden looked out from the turret so high, and she saw a master from London riding by. Oh master, don't lay the blame on me. 'Twas the falseness of Lankin that killed the old lady. Long Lankin was hanged on a gibbet so high, and the false nurse was burnt in the fire close by.
Such a great album, that, by Lisa Knapp and Jerry Diver. More to come in another show, I'm sure. Now, as I said, I'm away at the moment, so I'm recording this show about 10 days ahead, actually. So in terms of live folk and roots music happening on the Isle of Man, I'll just do the basics. O'Donnell's session, 8:45, Wednesday night in Douglas. The Folk Club in Ramsey, at the Buffs Club on Thursday evening. Also in Ramsey on Friday evening, the Mitre session starting again about 8:45, and there will be a Sunday session. Check social media for where that is. And one other, on Friday the 28th at the Institute, there is the Next Tunesmiths gig. These are excellent concerts featuring local songwriters and bands, performing original music, put together by a team headed by Dylan Hanna. I did the sound at the last one and I really enjoyed it, but I'm away for this one, unfortunately. Tickets are £12.50, and Friday night's concert features Imi Quirk, Daniel Buttimore, and Brian, Helen and Hannah. If you want to let me know about any other music that's happening or request a track, just email folkshow@manxradio.com. I'm going to leave you with a Charlesworth hornpipe by False Lights from their album Salvo. I'll be back next week with another pre-recorded show of great folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world, so I hope you'll join me then.